Jensen, and I'm the executive director of an organization on the Cape called Calmer Choice. Calmer Choice brings mindfulness programs into the local schools and into some after-school activities.
Here, she talked about rumination. Remember what that is? Rumination? When you get a thought, it's usually a negative thought, kind of goes over, you think about it over and over and over again until it gets so real that it's like makes you anxious and you have all these real effects from it. I've seen some of these kids really become aware of what their attention does and how their attention is just their attention. It's pretty normal that it wanders. And then how, with a few simple exercises, how they can bring their attention back.
The definition of mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, moment by moment, without judgment. And the key there is the without judgment, right? Because it's not just without judgment of other people, it's without judgment for yourself. What happens when you do that is you are able to develop a level of compassion for who you are as a human being. And the process of mindfulness is about going inside to learn how to regulate yourself from the inside out rather than from the outside in. Rather than somebody saying, you know, pay attention, you know, or stop doing that, or, you know, from the impetus being on the outside, it's about, well, how do I do that? Like, how do I actually find a place within myself that where there is that pause, where is that safety?
You can feel angry.
Angry? Yeah. What do you think?
You feel disappointed. A feeling like you could be nervous. Sometimes when someone hurts your feelings, you feel kind of sad or mad.
Do you remember when we talked about emotions and how emotions come and go? So you just had the experience of like happy excitement, and then disappointment. Yeah.
We would like to see kids using their best judgment. And we know that lots of kids are capable of good judgment if they're thinking. But a lot of times children respond or react to things without much thinking, based on what their peers are doing or what they've seen on TV or what they feel like at the moment. They're kind of captured by their emotions. If we can instead help them quiet those emotions, be aware of their emotions, but not ruled by them, then kids can make much better decisions. They can engage in educational development much more effectively.
So today we're going to talk about mindfully tasting, and I'm going to have us do a little experiment and really train our brains to really notice what we're eating and how we're eating. The response is just so incredible to me. I see the kids like little sponges. They're just like soaking it up, and I think the best part is just seeing how much they like need it and want it and enjoy it, because the days in our classrooms are so stressful and so chaotic, and they can be so loud. And sometimes when we come in, the class is just like so busy, and they're maybe having a snack or transitioning from something, and everybody's loud, and you can see like some kid that's like, oh, like now you have Calmer Choice. I'm not going to take any.
Since Calmer Choice came into my classroom, I have noticed that the children are focusing better. They are using a lot of the language that they're hearing in the lessons, which is pretty neat. I've heard a couple of them talk about the different parts of their brain that they're using. For one example, we were in a reading a book, and one of the characters, one of my students said, was using her amygdala. She wasn't thinking about her choices. So it seems to me that the lessons are really resonating with the children, and they really, it's meaningful to them.
I do small groups, social skills groups with kids, and I've noticed I will ask them to take out one of the tools from the mindfulness toolbox and teach it to me, and the children are able to do that. All of them really respond to the lessons, they remember them. I've joined several classrooms during the lessons, and I find that as time's gone on, they're able to relax far more quickly, to get into a mindfulness mindset. They look forward to the visits, and they're quite relaxed afterward.
I was getting really mad because it kept on pausing, and I didn't know what to do. So I just used my deep breaths in and I feel better. I was really mad at him, so I used my 5-finger breath.
Did that help?
Unfortunately, my mother passed away about a month and a half ago, her Nana, and the day that I told her, of course, she was crying for a long time, and I just hugged her, and then she said, I need to grab my anchor, and I let her go through the whole process, and after she did that, I said, where did you learn that? And she smiled and said, Calmer Choice. I was so proud of her that a beautiful 9-year-old girl, you know, there's 90-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 48-year-olds that can learn from this.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone feels all different emotions, and any emotion is okay to feel. That's just what you're feeling, right?
Kind of like sad, but sometimes be happy.
Yeah.
Like if you're so happy for somebody that you kind of like start to cry.
Sometimes that's something that our body does with that emotion, right?
I think I pass on good coping skills to my children, but I think it's great to have something that is fully incorporated in our daily schedule, so that when that alarm goes off, they, oh, okay, we can stop and we can think and decide what we can do in a helpful, healthy way. So I'm very grateful for the program.
And to be able to stop and be in the moment and really think about what you're doing and make a good decision based on good thought, not just let's get it done, let's have this, you know. So my long-term hope for anybody who practices mindfulness is that it will really allow them to slow down in this world that's so fast. And I think it will make the world a better place. I really feel that if everybody practiced mindfulness, the world would be an amazingly better place. So.